Is the GR Corolla the best road trip car on manual? Yeah, I think so. What's up, guys? Welcome to a new Nazgul Rider video. I just got back from a road trip with my wife and my two dogs over to Yosemite. I took it out over there. We stayed at this place called Auto Camp, and it was a really beautiful place where you stay in an Airstream, really cozy and really nice. The weather was absolutely impeccable. My dogs loved it so much. We went on a couple of hikes. It was leisurely and we had a really great time just being out there. And the best part of all, the GR Corolla, I drove it up there and it was so much fun. Oh my God, it was the longest I've ever driven my car continuously. And I put, for a 4-day weekend, I put around 700 plus miles on it. And I'll tell you this, it didn't struggle one bit. We went through hills, we went through mountains, we went through curves, and this thing did not struggle at all. I think the GR Corolla is the best road trip car because you have the best of all worlds. You got performance, you have space, it's manual. We were going through some curves and I was going through them pretty fast. And one thing that really impressed me about this all-wheel drive car is that it was gripping really tightly during those corners. So I can easily hit a corner at 40 to 50 miles per hour at a 30 mile per hour type of suggested speed, and it have no issues, no problems whatsoever. And look, I'm not an expert in terms of like rally car driving, but this car made me feel very safe. I didn't want to go crazy fast because my wife and my two dogs were in the car, so I did want to take it at a moderate speed, but I did have some fun for sure. Also, going uphill was quite amazing. In driving other cars, even like a regular Corolla or a Honda Civic that I've driven in the past, my car would struggle going up. And this one, no issue whatsoever. I was even passing up cars going up the hill. There's this drive that you have to pass on your way up north called the Grapevine, and smooth riding all the way. I was passing up cars. It was not struggling. It wasn't making weird noises. I had the air conditioning on. It was great. It didn't heat up at all. For those of you that are curious, I went over 85 miles per hour. Didn't heat up at all. It was great. It was perfect. Something that really surprised me about this car that I tried out for the first time was the cruise control and lane assist. I was able to set the speed, let's say at 75 miles per hour, and it could sense a car right in front of me, and it would slow down to sense like at a safe distance to slow down my speed. So it would slow down to 70 if it need to, and then when the car got out of the way, it would start speeding up to the speed that I set it originally. You can let go of the wheel for like 10 seconds or so before it tells you to put your hands back on the wheel. Driving manual, I was a little concerned that I would get really tired, because obviously you're moving around a lot driving manual. Of course, if you hit traffic, you'll definitely deal with that. That's probably one of the best features I think about this, that allows you to have a really great road trip with a manual car and still being able to rest up. And then when you take it through the mountain passes and the fun curves, then you could really like put the car to the test and use the manual mode. I think for anybody that's curious about driving their dogs in a GR Corolla, I think with any car, any new car, your dogs are going to have to adjust. So I think the first couple of drives are going to be a little rough, where they're like standing up constantly and they're not used to the drive. Like my Beagle Omega, she gets motion sickness really easily. So it was something that she had to get used to. But on this road trip, after a couple of minutes, she adjusted and she got used to it. By the time we were coming back down, my dogs were just fast asleep, and there was times where I was hitting pretty fast, tight corners, and they were not bothered by it too. Let's go. In terms of driving a performance car through Yosemite or driving up there, 10 stars, 100%. I highly recommend it for anybody that has a performance car and wants to take a drive that's not only going to give you amazing views, but it's also going to have some really fun, curvy, mountainous type of regions to drive through. Driving up there was one of the greatest experiences I've had driving this car too, and it made me appreciate this car even more as well. To go into Yosemite in the national park, you do have to pay $35, but it's 100% worth it. I would just highly recommend if you're looking for a drive and also a hike. It's an A+ combo right there. So I probably wouldn't go if you're trying to drive like on a weekend, but if you're trying to go on a weekday, I went on a Friday morning and it was somewhat empty, but go in the morning is when I would recommend going. To end this video, yes, the Corolla is a perfect road trip car. Taking this car on a road trip for the first time was very life-changing, and I really can't wait to go on another road trip. We're thinking about going to Sequoia next and Zion. But all right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you thought of this video and what was your favorite shot that I got of Yosemite. All right, guys, have a really good week. I'll see you guys next time on the next Nosgold Rider video. Peace.